Hi, my name is Cooper Alford, and this is my session 1 video for my total return calculator. After 2 attempts going through AI and adjusting it and cutting down the code, I got this super simple, super short total return calculator. All it does is grabs the different tickers, start and end prices, as well as their dividends, which is all in one line, just listed out behind commas and individually lists them out, and then writes a formula for the actual return, which is the same thing as the formula, is the end date minus the start date plus the dividends divided by the start times 100 for a percent. Same thing for MSFT, and then results right here. It just prints the total return for each, and the best performer is MFT is as MSFT if it's greater than Apple, and it'll return Apple otherwise, because there's only 2 options. It's just an if, just a greater than, less than, and a couple little green hashtags to describe what's going on here. And it gives a really simple 3-line answer: 54.69%, 56.7%, and obviously tells us the best performer is MSFT based on that. But if we go back an iteration on our calculator, we'll see it gives us a much bigger and much more detailed code on what we want and individual parts of the calculator, and describes them all, which is very nice. So we have our total return, capital return, dividend yield, total gain dollar, and capital gain dollar, which is all just different parts of the equation, just labeled, which is very nice. Then we also have our starting price, all our other different information, and it basically just indexes where the ticker is, which is either MSFT or Apple. So we use those, and it gives us our specific data. So our stocks for Apple are this and that. Then it gives us a display, so it'll display those two side by side. And then for all resorts, it'll compare them. Then it'll find the best performer, looking at their best results, and then going using their own pre-writ function, and then calculating for additional stocks, no dividends, an example with a bond, and a portfolio calculation example. So that one is much more detailed and whatnot, and it goes through pretty much everything. As you can see here, 50% total return with no dividends. Bond example will be a 3% total return. And that's our total portfolio if we really wanted to put them both in weighted. And this one basically just cut down the code a little bit more, and yeah, let's run them real quick just to make sure they work. Check. All the same data, nothing changes. Check. Nothing changes. And this real simple one, nothing changes. Saw that flash. And yeah,